Hello guys, I'm wishing each and every one of you a beautiful day. First of all, this video, I am directing this video to some of our African brothers, country like Ghana, South Africa and Kenya. First of all, I am a Nigerian and I'm very proud to be a Nigerian. And even in my next life, I will be a Nigerian. Nigeria has all it takes, all the qualities, to be a great nation. The only thing that we lack is leadership. That is the only thing that we lack. But now on social media nowadays, I used to see some of you castigating Nigeria, making unnecessary comments about Nigerians on social media. That is not nice, guys. It's not nice at all. But I understand, some of us understand why, some of you are so jealous of Nigerians in one way or the other. We understand, but that's not the way to go. We are all African. Nigeria is the root of Africa. Of course, you have to understand this. Without Nigeria, there will be no Africa. There is a reason why we are called the giant of Africa, and you have to understand that. But of course, we understand where the hate and the jealousy is coming from, because a nation that has all it takes, all the qualities, just like Nigeria has, of course, there will definitely be, people that will be jealous. So we understand where the jealousy is coming from. But I just want you guys to know that we do not hate any of you. We love all our African brothers and sisters out there, and Nigerians are one of the amazing people you can ever meet in this whole world. Nigeria is the only country where you go to, you see foreigners roaming around the streets. They are not being harassed, they are not being, asked for documents and all that. Everybody lives in peace in Nigeria. One of the amazing people you can ever meet in the entire world is Nigerian people. So we have seen, some of us, we have traveled to some few countries, and we see the citizens of that country commit crime. So Nigerians are not the, Nigeria is not the only place where crime are being committed. Crime is being committed in all over the world. So, but I don't know why you people are making unnecessary comments about Nigerians on social media. You guys should stop it. It's not nice. It's not nice. Nigeria is one of the best countries in Africa. All right. The only thing that we lack is leadership. Aside from leadership, every other thing about Nigerians is perfect. I don't have to mention. But you guys should stop this hate on social media. We love you guys. You guys are our African brothers, and we carry you along. So we do not hate Africa. We shouldn't be preaching hate on social media, making unnecessary comment about a country, where that in every country there is always people to give that country a bad name in one way or the other. It's a must. It happens all over the world. So, but I don't know why you people are making it as a big deal nowadays, calling Nigerians' name on social media and making unnecessary comments. But after all, this kind of things doesn't move me, but I just want to make this video. But at the same time, yeah, I've seen some of our African brothers who come on social media to defend Nigeria and say, yeah, it happens in Nigeria, it happens all over the world. People commit crime in every country. So, but at the same time, we do not hate anybody. We love Africa. Nigeria is the root of Africa. Without Nigeria, there will be no Africa. That is the reason why we are called the giant of Africa, and you have to understand that. We don't hate anybody. We love all our African brothers. Go to Nigeria, you see how they have freedom all over Nigeria. No, they are not being harassed, they are not being, asked to live on one way or the other. We love our African brothers. We don't joke with our African brothers, but you people are playing with us, and you really have to stop it. Stop making unnecessary comments on social media about Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian, I'm very proud to be a Nigerian. I will defend Nigeria anyway. And even in my next life, I will also love to be a Nigerian. You know what it takes to be a Nigerian. So you people should stop all this hate you are preaching on social media, making unnecessary comments about Nigerians. We love Africa. We want to be one Africa. We want to have peace. We want to have the best continent in the whole world. So stop preaching all this nonsense you are preaching on social media, because the most intelligent, the most smart, the most, people to relate with are Nigerians all over the world. Nigeria is a big name. Nigeria is a big name. That is why we are called the giant of Africa. There is a reason why we are called that name. It's not just a name. So there is a reason behind that name, and you have to understand that. Respect Nigerians. All right? Respect Nigerians. And we respect all our African brothers as well. All right?